I'm very interested in a lot of You still go to the gym, do you? Oh, don't see that. I'll put it
But alcohol is it's an antidote.
Yeah, disinfected. Yeah. But I mean, they were trying to sell sex, but it's not. They did not sell it.
Is your workplace good? No hand sanitizer all around. Sounds like it quids in as soon as you get a cold or a cough. I might actually get sound effects of a cough. It's like, oh, bus. Over a month, please.
Just to skip the queue quickly.
No, all you say is, well, I've got a bit of a sniffle, but I'm not sure what it is. I think I should work from home for the next couple of years. Or 2 weeks or
Work from home, yeah. Just say, okay, 2 weeks. Yeah, work from home.
I think Italy is
Yeah,
going.
and then just take a halfway to Djibouti or something like that.
Italy is gonna go bankrupt. There is nobody going. The tourism is gone. They're dead.
It's going to be good, though.
It's like empty
2
roads.
weeks off, as soon as you get a sniffle, it's just when you play it. I think there has to be like a little bit of a thing going around the office. It's normal.
But it wouldn't be 2 weeks off, it would be 2 weeks.
I think they are releasing
But I
the
mean,
cannabis.
yeah, you can
I think the cannabis has been released.
just go fly somewhere in a similar time zone.
Come back and think back. It would be like a disease. I think the food's begin. Doing the food. Where's the best, cheapest place to go in this time zone? South Africa?
In this time zone. The cannabis have been released.
The BBC making great television program the other day. My legs are out. The thing is, I just try and watch BBC stuff that is basically deformed neck. I don't know what it is. I thought he'd taken off his shirt slightly on his shoulder. It's an extra neck. So we have this motion graphic design school presentation in Chatsworth. I think we should try and hit it as hard as possible. Like, we can do the sort of an angle. Or what about just sort of Ed? We need to reignite it.
So, are you happy now? Now Ed has gone to hospital for a few weeks.
Definitely easier.
Yeah, saying it's well, yeah, Eno was telling me today he has more food than he can eat now.
Is he how?
Because basically, old Ed's gone to hospital, right? Yeah. He's gone to get a hip replacement.
Why has Ed got more food than that?
Because it's like, you know, it's a bit like, there are some games like they were getting a third of the food each, and now they're getting half each.
Oh, it's having it.
Yeah. So are you going to build up your? So you're going to divert all of your subcontracting skills into an agency now? I think that's the right way of doing it.
Well, I mean,
More risk.
yeah, and then keep the very minimal activity salary job. But even if you try and keep it minimal, you're still very depleted. So
It's the thing, yeah, but you have to just bear with it until the other thing comes up. You can consider leaving the other one, right?
or it's somehow bringing another laptop in my own, not making it too obvious.
Well, it's merely, I mean, it's fine. Set yourself a precedent where you can effectively do 3 hours of actual work a day and still get by your current job and then spend the rest of the time working on your other things.
Yeah.
That's where you want to be, right? You want to have a level of
Because at the moment I'm just going in and doing nothing. Just doing nothing.
Yeah. So you want to set that, well, if maybe you can do that in 2 or 3 hours from home each day, then, spend the rest of the time working on your own thing.
Corona.
Yeah. There you go. You have 2 weeks to set your website up. Get some business cards printed, get talking to some clients.
And you think
Put
RCA,
some showcases.
but RCA don't work to you. If I say we're an agency, rather than Robert Allen's portfolio, which is sort of like a bit of a bag, isn't it? Like, oh, do you like me? Whereas if it's an agency, it's like a pitch.
Yeah, you're just saying, and you have a network of developers and creatives which you rely on.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, you just need fancy
I can't
websites.
imagine what it's like to be. They've got me inventing the things I previously made. I know it's not their fault and it's just all business, but it's so like I literally have zero. Like I've managed to get over the initial hurdle, and now I'm just like nothing.
Well, as long as you do your own work, you're going to have some
I wish I were. I mean, but maybe it's forcing a bad work ethic on me. If I can manage to operate without having my work ethic damaged.
I would just say, work in your own thing. You'll find it seems like the thing you want to do anyway. So just stick it for a while and work on building that up.
Yeah.
Which is you need a website with some portfolio-based kind of work to show this is the kind of stuff we can do.
Yeah.
And then here's some contact details, and then get out there and start learning these things. So,
Yeah, and I'll network with these guys. Someone will say, "Oh, I need a shit," and I'll go, "Okay, $3,000."
there you go.
Rather than this.
Yeah, and then just win some work, raise some prizes, keep going, and you get there. Yeah.
3 cheers.
Yeah, just organise your memberships into money-making machines.
The problem is Abhishek's now, he knows it's quite good, so now I've took him off the chains. He could do what he wants.
Yeah, but you can just charge more to get the Abhishek work.
Yeah.
Again, the baseline isn't competing with people from India. The baseline is getting rich people to do the work.
I mean, the balls of the man in Australia, right? He's so ballsy. He literally, I don't know, spent 40 grand, 30 grand, some mega amount of money compared to what I was doing, and just presents shit. I mean, to have the balls to spend a lot of money and present shit and just be completely okay with it, it's just amazing.
But was the company okay? Was it good
Well, I
enough in
could
their
tell that the other people, but they're trapped in a position, like they're in a corporation, they're told that they have to use this guy and I didn't feel particularly great because it doesn't benefit me. I mean, it only benefits me by...
Yeah, but as I understand, the thing with you wasn't necessarily work. It was about all this other various thing, box ticking.
Yeah, security.
Yeah, I mean, the way you had that built was anyone with any sense that looked over the code, I told you this, it was absolutely dumpster fire terrible. It was a huge liability to the company for that to go anywhere near production.
Sure, but then I should have been channeled towards, okay, Rob, now you work with this guy. And I was completely left adrift, no, we're not talking to you, you do nothing more, and you'll only find out through hearsay.
Well, no, what that says to you is when you get this work done, Like, if you want, I can be your quality control contractor for the work that you do, right? I'll happily look over all the code that you provide, and I can put a stamp on it to say this doesn't have horrible security bugs in it. But you're going to have to do this in your process anyway, because you can probably get away with it for the beginning of your agency, but if you have any kind of reputation to protect, you need to make sure that there's some quality control in there, there's some security.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
We've already been missing the canopy.
But yeah, just consider it that way. You definitely need some quality control in there.
Sure. But now they've even cut off any prototype. Can't even prototype. Can't even do anything. So,
As I say, yeah, no, I mean in your own.
2 more? 3 more?
yeah.
Yeah, you just all it shows is
How about this?
Everybody
now,
extra?
when dealing with that level of person, they need that reassurance.
Could I have 3 more beers, please? Oh, could I get a third? Yeah, I'm bringing for.
Enjoy yourself. Looking good. Have you got a class?
See, we're allowed to go for food, guys. We just didn't ask.
What did what?
I think people are just lifting it up.
But yeah, I mean, your thing is like, it's not making, it's to making like interesting visualizations for installations and product pitches and that kind of stuff, right? E.g., it looks good, but it only has to work for 10 minutes and then.
I mean, they're a very good visualization, but it's a local computer. Maybe it's okay, if you do an exhibition. Great to know. Like, I submitted that, I finalized it. No emails back. Nobody even said anything. Nobody was like, congratulations, well done. No. I should have known then. This company is fucking bizarre.
Again, it's just their appetite to risk on things, right? And they're doing things in a non-conventional way is probably a big risk, right?
Sure. But they do need to accept some. It's not a risk to have some guy prototyping in a sandbox and just saying, what about we do this, what about we do that?
Again, like, I think the longer I stay at Rusty, the more I realise a lot of the way the organisation works is more politically motivated than necessarily technically or logically motivated.
What do you mean,
Everybody's
the product
in.
delivery of it?
It's just like how various managers get their bonus every year.
That's what my manager and the manager above him, Sam, who hired me, you could definitely tell that they completely dropped me because they were being told by the chief executives to do it this way. So they just completely went, okay, and I just fell to the ground like a dead dog.
Well, you have to realise this is what gets played in these, like, once organisations get the other people, these things happen. It's similar to you have to manage people that kind of stuff.
A little bit of Chinese lesson. What is it? Just come and have a little bit of Chinese.
Yeah, there's someone I know Matt is one of the hacker people I know.
I hope there's extra coronavirus checks though, if I was being taught by. Yeah, she was.
Really well.
fantastic spread, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Lovely, actually. Very lovely.
We're missing all the talk.
They can then put that in a nicer, charge a little bit more, or they can pay as you go as an exclusive market now, and they can therefore benefit from the price point at any point in time. This is just a sort of explanation of what we're also doing. The next phase of what we're doing is we will have a debit card which they can spend on, and they will have those benefits on. At the moment it's app driven, but you can then see that we will be able to track all of that information, and then we can serve up data about particular brands that the customer is engaged in. You can then see that that will obviously increase footfall, which will increase spending, which will increase brand loyalty, and the service carries on. We've been live, as I said, for about a year, but in a sort of beta environment. We set up in Dublin, in the Netherlands. We are launching card payments for cryptos and the ability to hold multi-currency within the app later this year, as well as ISAs, and as well as things like spare change investing. So the idea being you can go and round up with a coffee money, pop. I do that at the moment with Starling, and that money can then get reinvested. There's also tie-ups to be done with people like GoHenry and Osper, so when people are giving money to their children, actually they can then invest that money into something more useful than full. So these are some of the stats that we've got at the moment. So 34% of people that sign up and subscribe customers, 15% of those have used our single photo function, 44% of people that signed up over 18 months ago are still active in the last month. And so that means they're actively going on and doing something with either sort of positive note or trading or whatever it might be. And we've got a 25% 7-day activity rate. So that's, I think those are seriously good stats. We've been in the press. We won, so last night, we won the Palmer Award for the best online mobile platform. We've had a number of articles in the Times. What's really interesting to us is actually PR is amazing for us. So every time we have a lunch, 2,000 people can sign up. So this is our sort of, a lot of people know about, Starling, Monzo, Revolut, etc. We believe that sort of the investor perks piece is critical. There's a massive lack of engagement in financial markets. We will have the ability to have multi-currency accounts. We will have the ability for those people to leave money in that account and have a card, and have that card to be able to use wherever they want. And that is totally different to any of the people around. So 53 million adults in the UK, the addressable market is probably 30 million of that. Only 1.2 billion invested at the moment, so there's a differential of about 10 million people. That's in the UK alone. We've set up in Europe, ready to go over there, and we believe that we can sort of India and China potentially. These are some of the stats. I won't bore you with those. Obviously, we're a startup, so we're losing money, so we need money to procedure. But we've got an incredible network from an advertising perspective. So this is some of our board. So we've got a chap called Kevin Brown, who's the director of the Garage. The Garage is local investors are not on the high street. It's one of the most savvy investors in the UK. He's one of our investors. We've also got one with CBT at media as well, and another company with OSTC, which is more of a sort of financial markets entity with those investing across fintech as well. So we've got a great team. This is what we're looking for. This is what we have done. So we've had 1.9 billion over 3 rounds. We double funded the crowdfund last year. We got a lot of customers on the back of that. We're now looking for 1.5 million. That 1.5 will actually end up being 2.5 million pounds as you can see there. Only 9% income product development. We've got everything done. We're ready to go. We need to implement more of the shareholder benefit scheme. So the majority of that money is going into marketing and 25% into working capital. The intended exit is we're actually tying up with a company called CrowdX, which is Citibank guys. They've got a platform which will enable people to invest in private companies. So the reality is, when we did the test for this the other day, it dabbles in that on that. And so that's a really exciting thing for us. And actually, if we don't have to go enable whatever, we can self-list, then that's something that we can seriously consider doing. But at the same time, there might be a trade sale there, to a bank or a broker or whatever it might be. We've got grand ambitions. Thank you very much indeed.
How can you sign up to all of that in one day? When did he join? Probably you.
Brendan. Let's go, Brendan.
But yeah, I think
Freaking Brendan.
Neither, I'm afraid.
Yeah, there's, hopefully by sometime early next week we'll have the subscription model in. I'll see if anyone is willing to pay for it.
Brandon, I'm sure. Brandon.
But yeah, no, the second purpose of it is to stop you signing up to way more stuff into like which you don't turn up to.
You can only sign up
No, you'll be able to like sign up for like maybe.
only a certain amount at a time.
Yeah, no, you'll only be able to like sign up to like 5 or 6 months a month for free.
Dang.
More than 1 week. Right?
Damn. We're getting the premium for free, right?
Yeah, we'll get the
For the founders.
Yeah, and with premium, I'll also see if I can sort out some referral code thing to you. That if someone signs up like through you, I can maybe give them a month free premium.
Hell yeah.
I might be manual to begin with, but I want to have like a referral code. You get a month free, subscriber or premium.
I mean, you can make the code before and then you can implement it later.
No, I'll just simply do if someone signs. What they basically do is they'll just have to email me saying like, I'll give you a code, and they just email me with a code, and when you sign up, I'll give you a free. That's all it needs to be is the beginning code. And if that gets too much, I'll actually write the code and like do it automatically. But yeah, I think I need to get this dude signing for separate stuff, which is like
Something. I'm sure you'll figure out something out. Damn.
Yeah, I'm probably not too
Alright. That's peculiar. Salmon. Sushi on a stick.
Yes. Are you out? Sorry. Sorry, is there any champagne left?
You better try them all. Quite good, yeah.
Good reward for a hard day at work.
I earned it. I mean, asking me for overtime, I would do more.
Shirts aren't going to. Yeah, but I think the basic thing with the agents, once they know you're reliable, they'll just give you more work.
I mean, their biggest contribution is finding the place the first time. Then it's like they're probably paying the agency £15 and giving me 9.5.
Well, again, the aim is to find someone or whatever. The point of the game to work is that I need someone to do this. And your job is to make sure there's always someone to do it.
Which they don't, because like half the people don't show up. In the I'm the only one that always shows up.
So we do that, it's really drowning in work.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys at work are like, they're already saying in a couple of weeks they might give me a contract. So it wouldn't be through the agency anymore, is it? It's probably going to be even more pounds an hour.
Probably the point is they that's the money probably. But you get guaranteed work most of the time, right?
I mean, do I really have anything to lose? I can still go away anytime.
No. You have to get a month's notice, but that's no.
Well, what are they going to do?
What do you want to do with it? Because it's like, how much, do you want to do that for 6 months or so? Or keep not?
The American thing might still happen. He was very busy, but he came back to me. So that must still be in place. But
Well, it just wouldn't guarantee it.
yeah, exactly. I mean, as long as that's not guaranteed, I'm good with their job.
You come home probably not too mentally taxing all day, right? Not too mentally taxing, might be physically a bit. Probably feels like it's a shirt, maybe the boxes aren't even that heavy.
No, they're very light. There is literally nothing heavy.
Yeah. So you come home.
I'm also hanging out for like 2-3 hours. I'm only driving until like 1 p.m. Then I like chill for 2 hours, have a lunch break, and I do some loading for like the last hour and a half.
Nice, it's very nice one of those jobs.
I mean, it's not glamorous or anything, but it's easy.
Let's go.
One more beer. Beers? One more beers? Any more beers? Huh? Once more to the bridge. Are you gonna be shilling?
This isn't the right place.
Yeah, it's not the right place.
I'll take you a little bit through the journey of location sciences, our product, the problem that we solve, some of our customers, and a little bit on the market opportunity towards the end. So hopefully it's self-explanatory. If I can work out how to use this. There we go. So before I go into the team, what is location sciences? What do we do? So the name's kind of the clues in the name a little bit, in that we're a location data company. So what do we do? So to give you a kind of frame, the product and what we do. So every year, about $190 billion is spent on advertising on this device. So it's now more important than the TV as an advertising channel. And the number one reason why brands spend on this device is because they know where the device is at the time. They can tell the location of the consumers that have this device. And there's three problems with location data globally. One is fraud, a huge amount of fraud in location data. accuracy, and recently things like GDPR and updates to Apple's operating system, big changes in terms of privacy. So brands, when they're spending all that money on mobile advertising, worry about those three things. And our product, our software, solves or allows brands to see those issues and solves those problems on a global scale. So we are a small company, about 17 of us, full-time staff, a management team of lots of shots here of us all, but we've all come from an ad tech experience. I launched and built a mobile ad network. Jason, who runs our US team, ran Mindshare, which is part of WPP in Chicago, so he's got lots of ad experience in the US. David's got lots of experience in the wonderful world of AIM and how to be on AIM and all the wonderful things that come with being a small cap on AIM. So yeah, useful background for the team. So just to put it into context, so what our product, one of our solutions to the market is to solve ad fraud, location ad fraud. Why is there ad fraud? How does this happen? What's it all mean? So there are lots and lots of apps on the App Store, and they are all vying for that $190 billion worth of advertising. And they've all worked out that all of these ads are traded programmatically, a bit like stocks and shares. And they've all worked out that when they present their ads into an exchange, programmatic exchange, if they wrap it with a location signal, they can make about 10 to 20 times the value from that ad if it doesn't have a location signal. So, how do I explain that? So, McDonald's, for example, will buy the ads if they know that device is next to a McDonald's. If they can't see that the device is next to McDonald's, then they won't buy that ad. So these apps want to present location data with their ads into the exchange. If they don't have the location of that user, because the user said no, you get the apps, you download, they give you these settings, and you say yes or no to whether you share the location data. If you said no, that app hasn't got your location, so it can't make lots of money from advertising from you. So it's tempting for the app to write a little bit of code that gives a fake location into the exchange. We have no checks and balances in ad tech. It's the wild, wild west. Ad tech can get away with anything, it seems. So we've come along and detected whether those apps are putting fraudulent location signals into that exchange. So this is a kind of simplified view of what our technology does. Clearly it's not all about the TARDIS and very simple patterns like this, but to try and visualize how we do it, our system is using machine learning, statistical analysis, AI if you like, to determine whether patterns of location look like they're real or look fake, but generated by computers. So we see lots of fake impressions or fake location signals in Manhattan because lots of brands want to buy ads in specific places in Manhattan. And we see these shapes appearing. We see devices that were, so phone signals that come into that exchange that are in California, they're New York. In minutes, that's not possible unless, of course, you have a time machine. So therefore, our system is spotting these anomalies in the pattern of real location data and then tracking that against what our system has learned. Does that make sense? It's baffling, this. Has this got any power? Or this is not my laptop, by the way.
20 ping in WhatsApp.
Yeah. There's a really good Netflix show. A lot more interesting.
This goes starts later, Sam.
Discover the glitch in the matrix.
Are these the patterns in New York?
Yeah, these are fake locations. This is a fake presentation.
Could I have 2 beers, please?
Help yourself.
All right, perfect.
Sorry, just give me 2 minutes. I'm going to say something.
With Donna.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
What else you set up to?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a paper tomorrow.
Anything Saturday?
I wrote this in my hand for I'm signed up for this today.
No, just I can't use it. I kept getting
When is that? When is not for Saturday? I have a date. I don't want to go to the pub.
when I went to Charing Cross,
Okay, what's on Saturday then? Let's look at the whole thing for Saturday.
they gave me my first.
Here we go. You have there you go. There's a full one there. You need to meet the designer event.
I got
It's a girly stuff.
That's a girly one. Charity launch event. Elizabeth Warren.
Well, because I would send her the thing and then she's gonna sign up as well. Plus one.
You have
I'm Vitaly. Vitaly. What? Oh, no, Russian. The big one.
much, like $5,000.
To host this
Just the cable is fucking.
£1 cable. Go to the pound store. £1 cable. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh. Oh. Possessed. Damn. It was also interesting. I was trying to do on the most interesting spot. Okay, next thing you know, you're gonna do it from the laptop. Everybody come in. Everybody gather around the laptop.
Like $100,000 a week. It's like trying to do the cable for them. Quick, let's do it like this.
Come on, lady. Wow.
Checked and that's
Well, given a choice, choose both.
You don't mind. How's the live stream?
Excelente.
What's happening? People subscribing,
Mad morning.
donating, what?
Mad morning.
What's that?
So far, $200 donation was the biggest. I'm getting some high rollers.
What do they see in you? You're talking to them and said thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And then
I
what
was
did
at
you
the
say?
CX
What-
store. I was at the CX store trying to buy a new phone. They sent me $200.
Just because
They're like you need it for your shit.
so you're just gonna, I mean, they expect some rent to it now, guys.
Trying to buy a new phone. Hey, here you go, $200. Hey. You know?
It's a very good idea with the stores.
Yes. I'll go shopping, though. You know? I'll go for some financed shopping. Well, I'll be a professional shopper. Send me money. I'll shop all day. No problem.
So now, when you wake up to when you go to sleep, it's video.
Even when I go to sleep.
But it's like a stream of your computer or whatever. Why don't you just play why don't you just repeat it? Just play back like.
Fuck that. I'm a real one.
Yeah, but they're just watching your computer spin.
No. They're watching the video game we're developing.
Developing a video game.
Unreal Engine.
Nice. What are you doing with Unreal?
Open it. You're gonna see it if you open it. Streaming from my computer. Go Twitch Immortal Aliens.
Say again?
Thank you. Twitch. And then Immortal Aliens. Yeah. I'm offline. The fuck?
This is new. Aliens. There it is. YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube I'm live, but the game is on Twitch, which is going from my computer.
So if I go on this, I can watch the video that's coming out of this.
Damn right. Subscribe,
There I am,
motherfucker. Subscribe, motherfucker. Click that sub button. Click the sub button.
What's the delay? You should have a little timer so you can tell.
It is. It's actually a bit high because I'm restreaming to everywhere. So I think it's like 30-second delay. It's a bit high.
30 seconds.
I don't mind. Because I'm going on all the platforms, that's better. Nobody knows there is a delay.
Who are you developing this?
I'm not even reading chat that much. I'm like reading every 10 minutes. Well, it's on Twitch because that way I get programmers to get involved. So when they see it, they're gonna follow, and then eventually they're gonna. Some of them want to cooperate. And I already had.
Is there a time limit on YouTube though?
No.
It's just a constant stream. Sounds good.
I mean, I do restart it sometimes when I go like in the subway or whatever.
What happens on the toilet? What do you do?
I switch off the sound and put it in my pocket.
It's just like a one-click button, like mute.
Yeah, mute and put it in the pocket.
What do you use to stream?
OBS. My favorite is Streamlabs. Streamlabs is better on the phone. Otherwise, there is Stream Elements, which is good on the computer, but it's not good for mobile. Yeah. Give it a minute, you'll see it. I think it's about, yeah.
Oh, no, look.
Yeah, it's not that long.
Not that much.
Yeah.
Man, that is fast. Look at that.
Fast as fuck, boy.
8-second delay between the phone and the YouTube stream.
And it's restreaming to 6 different websites. 6. YouTube, Mixer, Mob Crush, Periscope, something else. But Mixer and YouTube are the main.
Maybe you could have like some kind of augmented reality thing, like a little character could come up they could pay for, like $1 gets you a character and then you have to go like...
You already have it on Mixer kind of thing. Mixer has something similar.
On Twitch, I wrote them a little bot for Twitch where you could like pay some money and then it would play sounds over his stream. I've got it, like, we need to turn it on production at some point.
You didn't link the money part.
Yeah, because I wrote it in like 1 hour and then you never really go and do any more. But yeah, there was a bit where you
The
could,
most
like,
important part, goddammit.
No, but I could make it like play sounds on your thing.
What, forever? But that would, somebody could be nefarious. You have to pay incrementally more, otherwise they can be there all day like...
Yeah, all about that paywall. Oh, it's not tripping anymore.
It's had to get a second screen.
I'm sure that they'll get our attention when it's actually working. One more beer, sir?
Sure.
One more beer, my lady?
There's also
Another beer, my lady?
we can also go somewhere.
Somewhere.
There's also another one I go to.
Somewhere funky.
It's by chance.
Yeah, I need to wake up at 4 o'clock.
It's on Charter Lane, so it's the... Yeah, so there's...
Drop mist.
You want to register with this one?
Aguara. Nagas.
There you go. Another link for you.
Another link, another $1. Wait.
Send link. Send links.
Frame store.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for that hiatus.
Dang.
But we are now back on. Over to Mark. Thank you. Thank you.
Going to the Wybird this.
Wybird this. Let's event online.
Well, we can just try it.
Oh, let's try it.
So before the poltergeist took over the screen, I was explaining a little bit about what we do, but just kind of highlight again, just quickly go through it. So we're a location data company called Location Sciences. We're on AIM, we're 2 years old. We solve the problem of location ad fraud. Brands like McDonald's spend lots and lots of money to add that they know are near McDonald's, and they spend a lot more than they would do if they didn't know where that location is. So you spend, as an advertiser, to put an ad micro-targeted is more than putting an ad on X Factor. So super expensive. Lots of reasons for these apps to pretend they have location when they don't, because you as consumers, about 70% of you don't say yes anymore when you're asked if you want to share your location. You say, bugger off, don't want you to track me, that's creepy. So these apps don't get that data, can't profit from your data and make loads of money. Obviously Facebook doesn't do any of this stuff because Facebook has everything on you. But we exist in a world outside Facebook and Google, still billions and billions of dollars spent on advertising in that ecosystem. So that's where we were before the poltergeist. I think we went through this as well, which was some of the ways in which our technology spots fraudulent patterns. So it's machine learning, statistical analysis, and AI that allows us to spot what real location signals look like versus computer-generated ones. This slide here gives you a sense of the types of, although fraud's a big issue in ad tech, there's also ad tech Wild West. Think of ad tech Wild West, lots of people with swag bags, little masks on. They're all constantly trying to get in the system because there's no checks and balances. If you get prosecuted, if you get found out for doing a fraud, you get there's no comeback, there's nothing, no issues. You can just make a lot of money with no real downside. So the other way they do it, the other way they make money is they do the switcheroo, which is they pretend that they're giving quality data, which is called GPS, which is the phone's connection to a satellite in the sky. It says it's within 4 meters. So that's a good location. So McDonald's wants to know that on 57th and 7th Street is where that McDonald's is. They want to use this stuff on the left. But the ads ecosystem can switch things around, pretend that they have that quality data on the left, but actually have some pretty shit stuff that has no real location parameters at all, which is called IP, which I won't bore you with the geekiness, but ultimately they can switch in the good quality, switch out the good quality and put poor quality in. We were going to give a platform demo, but given computer issues, we probably won't. So this is what our platform looks like. Advertisers log in, agencies log in, suppliers log in, and they can see heat maps of where the ads are delivered. This is a campaign, heaven knows what for, some kind of retailer. These circles are the target areas. So this is a really good campaign. I should have actually shown a really poor one, but most campaigns you see are terrible. On average, about 50% of ads impressions that run through our platform are piss poor. They're about 50% of the time. They miss the target, poor quality data. So we look at two things. Accuracy, do they hit the dartboards? And quality, is the quality good enough? So this is good because it's all GPS and it's not rubbish IP. So online, live platform, our customers can see whether they are getting value for their advertising or not. The tool also allows them to see how much money they've wasted and how much they go back to their suppliers and beat them up and ask them for more money back. So our business model, so how do we make money? So we go to all the people in the value chain and we say, use our technology and we'll pay, and you need to pay us on ultimately a license basis, 12-month license agreements, and we charge on a variable, what's called a CPM model, so cost per 1,000 impressions. So every 1,000 impressions that has our tag that runs in the ad, we get paid. And it's typically, it's between 15 and 25 cents CPM. So we've got to do billions and billions of these. That's the job. That's what we have to do. We have to get a lot of coverage. Some agencies pay us 90p, so some, that's quite a lot. Some at scale, when we're into millions and millions, it's down to 15, 25 cents. So why do our customers use it? Advertisers, obviously, they use it to check that they're not being defrauded, and they get value for their advertising, and they can get quality ads that deliver customers into their store. So McDonald's know if the ad is outside their store at the right time with the right message, people go in and buy burgers. If the ad is in the middle of the field, nowhere near a McDonald's store, it doesn't deliver. So that's why they do it. That's why they check to see it gets the right advertising. Suppliers use our platform, so they get up to all sorts of games to try and cheat the system. So our system comes and marks their homework. So they tend to want to buy our platform so that they can make their homework look good. So they can have their best suit on. So these guys, we charge them the most. We charge them on fixed 12-month contracts that can't get out and volumes. Advertisers, you charge them less, and media agencies as well, they take it on behalf of lots of customers of theirs to check all their customer campaigns are doing well and they look great. The advertisers love them because they're spending money in the best way. So I suppose at this point it's probably worth saying, so why do you sort of think this is pretty obvious, you say billions of pounds worth of, you could potentially billions of pounds worth of wastage. Why isn't this sort of, you've been going for 2 years, why isn't this taking off? Probably our main challenge is these buggers here, the media agencies, they control all the ad spend for the advertisers, and really they're not that incentivized at the beginning to use this technology, because they get paid every time an ad is served, and they don't care if it really works or doesn't work. Ultimately, they should care because they're agents, but really their job is just to keep spending money. So when verification software like us comes along, they tend to kick it down the road. They tend to confuse the matter with their clients. Ultimately, our job, once we get to advertisers, they all take our product. Here's an example with Deliveroo. They want to advertise in areas where their bikes can deliver to, really obvious rationale. Our heat map shows where all their ads have been, so this should be in London, this campaign, when it first ran all over the bloody world, quite a lot off the coast of Ghana.
Which is 0, longitude, latitude.
That is indeed, good knowledge, very good. So yeah, locations where their delivery people couldn't get within 15 minutes, unless they have time travel advice. So these guys use our platform. They're one of the first customers to use it. I've used it every campaign since. So we do, one of the great things about our platform is that once customers use it, they always use it. It's a bit like security at the airport. Once you put the security in, you don't take it in and out. It stays the whole time to stop the bad actors getting through. Lots of other testimonials. This deck's available when you download it on the website. But Bliss is a supplier, Nando's a brand, 7 Stars, one of the good agencies. So customers, lots of big brands using our platform. This week we announced a big global master service agreement, so a framework agreement, if you like, with one of the big holdcos. So that's big news for us. So there are 4 advertising holding companies. It's like WPP and Havas and IPG, Publicis. Those are the big ones globally. So one of those signed a deal that gives us the right to go and speak to all their brands. But we have run globally across the US, the UK, APAC, lots and lots of brands. Challenges is for us is to get billions and billions of impressions. So we've delivered 1 billion impression. Everything's moving in the right direction, but I need billions every month, and that's the scale game that our business operates in. Our platform's massively scalable, fantastic margins. With our AWS infrastructure, we can scale. It's a small tag that runs in every ad. The key for us is to get, by this time next year, into billions per month.
Yeah.
So in terms of commercial traction, so far we've really only been going for a couple of years as Location Sciences. Last year, revenues up by 60%, circa 1.2. 20 media agencies using our platform. We just did a deal with Horizon in the US. Their media agency spends more than the entire UK on media. So it's a huge agency. So we have great hopes for that type of relationship. 100 brands, 1 billion verified impressions. So it's kind of going in the right direction. We'd like it to be a little bit quicker. Our things that are driving our marketplace, privacy, as I said at the beginning, lots of paper stories about how companies are using your location. Our tool is a transparency tool for brands. Check that they're not being using data that's wrong. Brands want to cut out more wastage. Things like Apple and Google are making it more and more difficult for apps to get your location, so that helps us. And we've done something called an MRC approval, which is like the referee. We're the referee on the pitch, and we have to go to them to get our badge, and they justify our technology, they validate our technology. So it's cost a lot of money for us to do, but gives us a massive barrier to entry for any other companies and software companies who want to do anything similar. So we don't have anyone doing location verification. The only ones that do verification, ad tech companies that do verification, are these guys. They solve a bigger problem, which is like ads are the ads viewed by human beings, not click farms in China or below the fold, or when you probably saw on the internet these pop under ads that browsers loading up in the background. They solve that problem. They are on every single digital ad that you see on any digital device now. One of these guys will have a piece of tag owning, getting paid 5 to 10 cents per 1,000 impressions, and they are on trillions and trillions of page impressions every month. So all very, very successful businesses, all bought by private equity, all do something similar to us, but not what we do. So we're starting to talk to them about partnering on key agencies, and we hope that one day they might think that we're interesting enough to work with closer than a partnership. So that's our competitive set. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Mark.
Anyway, thank you.
We'll take a couple of minute break and we'll have the next person on. Thank you.
Wait, so what they're trying to do? Like they got the presentation to do?
Hello is someone else explaining. Hello, invest other people, help other people.
Like what's the goal? They're trying to do
invest in specific companies. Yeah, so this is just like saying, you know, company.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, brother. I'll invest $1 million. Why not? I want to lying around. Yeah. $1 million rubles, I think it's 30K. If you have 30K pounds, you're a millionaire in Russia. Damn it. Interesting choice.
Nick, do you know when do you want to go back?
Come to Russia, be a millionaire. 30K pounds, you're a millionaire.
If you got $1 million rubles to Siberia,
You buy houses and you're good, you're set, you don't need to work.
With the wife, with the house.
You can buy a servant.
Housewife, servant. Can we go to coastal? Can we go to the Black Sea? What was that thing?
do you want to go to Vladivostok, right?
Go hunt bears. I mean, there is South Russia, which is quite warm. It doesn't have to be cold.
You mean like a bit near Ukraine?
Yeah, you can go on the, what is it, the Black Sea, whatever.
What was that called? A little bit of land there.
The Crimea.
Crimea. I mean, Georgia. It used to be the best part of the USSR, nice and warm. It was easy.
Let's go to the... Oh, that's a good event. I love it. Good stuff. We're going to the mothership anyway.
But the way things work out.
I've got to manage the other side.
Figure it out. He is very good. So good.
They've been up.
I've been up since 4. How about that?
Have you?
Every day. Monday to Friday.
Up
How
since
about
4.
Every day.
Got a better win.
Got a new job now.
Now.
You do. Why?
New jobs.
What's your new job?
Some fancy shirt delivery. Just a driver for a fancy shirt company.
We need the shirt. 6 a.m.
Well, you need to have the shops roughly open, right?
Why do you think a man is buying shirts at 7 a.m. Shit in the shop?
No, you gotta deliver to the store early. Because obviously they need the stuff early. You don't want to deliver them late.
Fresh shirt every day, boss.
It's been bought only last night from China.
I mean, we finish the deliveries like by 12 or 1 p.m. and then we load the next day.
But the shirt company is selling out every single day?
It's not selling out. They need something. They're like, the shops are giving like some returns back, and then you give them the new stuff. Yeah, they do. They have like, I don't know, 6, 7 different locations. Westfield and Oxford Street and
They're probably selling under 200 shirts a day at least.
yeah. Plus they have jackets. They also have they own a second brand which is like for women, like kind of bridal dresses, whatever. So they're diversifying.
Brand for Gopniks as well.
Did you know the brand before I wrote it?
Right, I'm moving to presentation now. Is that okay? And then we'll get everyone to bring out all through that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Come this way. That'd be perfect. Yeah, thank you.
Could I have one beer as well?
I can use it as much as I want, so it is a positive. I bet if someone says, you might get, oh, I want to do a trade, I'll get a burger, you probably get the best fucking price.
Thank you very much.
I work with masterclass what allows them
change your dynamics and you need to sort of adopt and adapt your business accordingly. So what we've done is we've listened to our customers. What we started off producing, some of you may have seen the sort of 2-seat version, which is one over at Sharp Capital in the walkie-talkie building. If any of you want to go on it, just give them a shout. I'm sure some of you guys know them, but they'll accommodate you. We then have a 4-seater version. So what we've evolved to is doing sort of version, which is the 4-seater version, a MIDI version, which I'll talk about a little bit later, and a maxi version. And the MIDI version is really, we now start doing VR theatres, and we start doing pre-shows, and we start doing interactive products that just enhance the whole experience. So what you've got here is, you've got something that we normally charge about £5 a rifle for about 5 minutes, plenty of people on and off. So to give you an example, Sea Life in London, we'll probably do, in a school holiday, we'll do north of £2,000 a seat. They've got 6 seats per week, so that gives you they'll do about £12,000 in a week in a school holiday, and then we split that 50-50 with them. These are not, we've managed to engineer the costs out of all these things, so we're very, very fast in terms of what we're doing, but it's all about sort of creating that blue ocean. Here, in terms of a VR theatre, it's a much bigger scaled version, and what this allows us to do is do multiple headsets, and we've developed a piece of technology that is proprietary to us that allows us to run up to 100 headsets and motion platforms all precisely synced together. So what it allows us to do is much, much bigger installations than before. And then what you've also got is things like the sort of pre-theatre. So you'll see this is an installation that's going into Mandalay Bay. It's an MGM resort in Las Vegas. So what we've done is a whole sort of pre-theatre amble. You've got shark trackers there. We've got this thing called a whale reveal, so you can see interactively how whales are all broken down, how their brains work, how their lungs work, what their teeth do, etc., etc.
And then all of this is sort of the preamble before you get into the show, and then you get into the show, 5-minute show, and out. And what we managed to do with this is they've got 500,000 visitors a year, and we get a slice from every single visitor that comes through the door. So what we've agreed is that they're going to charge $5, and we'll get 50% of that, so we get $2.50 for the 500,000 visitors. So that's worth £1 million a year to us. So, and again, the typical sort of deals are 3-year deals. So what we're trying to do is provide a complete, tailored solution for our partners, something that they can't go and get elsewhere, something that's just too difficult. We provide all this, split the revenue 50-50, and they get something and we get something out of it. In terms of where are we in terms of the numbers, we listed a couple of years ago, we said all along we used to do about 412 headsets to reach EBITDA break even, and that equates to about £313 a headset. So some of them are producing much, much more than that, and our aquarium sector is probably north of 450 quid a headset at the moment. And we're putting more aquariums in and more zoos, more museums. So the more we do of that, the more that sort of average revenue goes up. At the moment, we've got 320 headsets installed. We've got 112 contracted. They'll all go in the next sort of month or so. There's a lot going in this week. There's probably over 50 or 60 going in this week and next week. So the majority of those will be in by the end of March. And then we've got about 400 prospects, sort of hot leads that we've got on the go. So it sort of gives you an idea of where we are as a business. This is very much a tipping point business. Our costs to install aren't stupid. We don't, the more headsets that we do doesn't index link to our operational costs. What we do is we produce something once and then we sell it many, many times. So all the experiences that we are just sort of produced once and sold to many outlets. So where next? We've got this new dinosaur safari adventure that will launch summer of this year. It's a complete VR experience. You'll be able to see dinosaurs up close and personal. We've got Europe's leading paleontologists advising us, so anatomically they're absolutely correct. And this, if you've got young kids, will absolutely scare the crap out of them. Because you're in one of these vehicles, it moves, you've got a T-Rex coming up to you trying to turn you over. So basically it gives you a lot of stuff. What we've then got is a whole preamble. So for a lot of zoos, we've got a preamble that's all about education, where we've got the reveal of the dinosaurs, how dinosaurs work, what they do, they're breaking down their anatomy. So all of that leads back to the sort of the mini, the midi and the maxi. What we've got is a mini version where we're charging £5 for the experience. The midi version, you get the experience and you get the pre-theatre. And then the maxi version is where we do a completely immersive takeover. So it might be sort of 2,000 square feet of space within a zoo or a museum. And we'll then charge a clip off the ticket for that. So same as we did with Mandalay Bay, we charge every single customer that comes through the door, we'll charge something. So it's a very, very simple model, but very, very effective. So just in terms of where are we, we're all about, and I'm a massive fan of what's called the Blue Ocean strategy, which is basically you create something that doesn't really exist. It doesn't really allow your partners or your customers to break down what you're doing. And because we've got a very complicated model, we've created our own CRM system, we've created our own sort of pieces of technology that sync motion with VR, and we can also do all the preamble as well. It's a fairly complicated model and reasonably expensive to set up. So if you're a zoo or an aquarium, you're just not going to go out and do it because you just can't afford to do it. It's the quality that we offer. We've got integrated long-term deals, so if you go down to Sea Life in London, you'll see that we've got a fully integrated solution. It actually sits within their building. It's got all the stickers on the wall, it's got all the hardware. We've made sure that it's integrated within their fabric. And the more we integrate, the longer the deal. So some of the new deals that we're talking about are the 5-year deals where we're doing much, much bigger installations. But you can see with the 5-year deal that our rate of return on the cash that we invest is absolutely off the scale. And once you get past that tipping point, then you're really into something that's got high margins. So it is about this large, very diversified partner network. We're all about, we want diversification. We don't want any one customer to sort of represent too much percentage of our revenues and turnover. We're adding new customers all of the time. And we talk about this in terms of headsets. But basically a headset is a VR headset and the motion platform, so it's a seat as well. And it's all about, for us, revenue per headset per week. So you get something like Mandalay Bay, which we talked about earlier, and that will deliver north of £1,000 a headset. So again, that's the break-even number. That drags that average up and reduces the number of headsets we need to break even. So it's affordable end pricing to the consumer. I think that's really important. There's lots and lots of immersive VR that's out there that they've almost reverse engineered it. They've said, let's create something that's amazing, and it costs a fortune to produce, and therefore they charge the customer 30, 40 quid to have a go. Now ultimately, if you've got 2 kids and a missus, then you're going to be into a couple of £100 before you leave it to the starter. So we're all about, our pricing model is always, it shouldn't be any more than a Big Mac meal. And I think if you do that, then it becomes sort of fairly throwaway sort of cash, and it's something that the end consumer can afford. We're also, as we get into zoos and aquariums and museums, we know that there's huge churn with our audience, so we don't have to produce new experiences all the time. What we have to do is produce something that is absolutely amazing, so the dinosaur experience will be mind-blowing, it will be absolutely perfect, but we don't have to produce loads of them because we don't have the same customer coming back week in, week out. It's a really important factor. So that basically means that we've got high profit potential because we produce it once and sell it loads. So yeah, big startup costs, but once you've got over that hurdle, you're away. And we've got lots and lots of customers that are coming to see us. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Also like the best magazine.
What up?
Be careful what we think. Let's be careful what we think. I mean, I don't want to go off on a rant, but
Guys, we've got 5 minutes to our next speaker.
I like this event. Good speaker.
What's that?
Good
Only the,
stuff.
only the best.
you like that
Only
guy?
the best.
I didn't like it.
Nah,
I
the
mean,
previous one was so good.
Yeah.
This one.
But obviously, coming after him, he's.
Yeah.
No, I think he was structurally. He was just saying structurally there's a good margin in that business once you get it going. But it's the same with making.
What is it, like a Sea Life seed? I mean,
No, it was like building VR arcade experiences. You sit in a tourist attraction and they sit there for 5 years and then they get 50% of the ticket price.
You could barely understand what the last one was.
Yeah, it's not brain. People are going outside. It's the kind of VR version.
What?
Still raining.
How are they outside then?
Cigarettes. Obviously, these guys are both racist. I just explained that we were part of the creative side, seeing what sold, seeing what ideas were good. And he told me they wanted to inspire the creative side as well as they wanted to inspire the investment side.
Or just say I've got an ISA's worth of money I need to throw into something. I think this is a good investment. Well, I think I met that man. No, it's just like, it's just the point is just like it's an interesting event. Oh, this is pretty interesting. I wouldn't worry about it.
Charge them to go out. Cash in to pay. You can pay to go out. Good event, good event.
I'm practically
Again, we want to get some Doncaster again.
It seems like they've got quite a few like young bucks, and they're quite on it. They're like looking at us like young people and like, what the fuck are they doing for? It's like young.
We are the tech crowd, we are the techies, we are the techies.
Yeah. more disgusting than their older versions. They are feeding us.
Our old friend is here.
Yeah, he is.
If he's in, it's all good.
So it's actually pretty interesting to see what people are doing here. It's like, even I realise I've got to jump properly into a business at some point in the year or so.
You gotta what?
I need to jump properly into a business within the next year or so.
Jump in a business.
Full time it, yeah.
You're going to jump on the property bandwagon? What do you mean?
No, like go properly into like, I don't know, people like, once I get this subscription thing and this website going, I need to build something else.
Found something else.
Build something else.
Let's do it.
Build something else. The point of only doing the best events was to just go through the procedure of building the whole thing from the ground up and to do it properly. Well, like not to actually have a serious company out.
I mean, you're good doing pictures. You should exploit the masteries, not them. Motherfucker. Oh! It's a tablet. Not them.
PowerPoint at the moment.
I actually haven't told you what to do.
Welcome to...
It's quite an expensive thing to show.
Yeah, instead of pages. What's the carbon footprint of this thing?
Oh, you should be able to speak through it.
I guess you're not supposed to take this home, are you?
Like, bring it out.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, I got a new phone.
Thanks.
What absolute fucking spat of money that was. It's probably like £500 each piece.
Picture that with a Kodak.
The location thing is interesting. Tomorrow at work, I'm going to build something around. Like when you search on Just Eat, like if you like, want to go for a McDonald's or a KFC, there's always like 20 within your radius can deliver to. So I wanted to make like a. It was like build a bit of an algorithm that would figure out what the best one to deliver to you is and only show that result.
McDonald's is on Just Eat.
Just need to make an app that makes you want to share your location.
We recently signed a contract against McDonald's, which apparently is like the people in the company love it because it'll take half of Uber Eats' business away. Whereas there's something like
yeah, I see in Kentish Town there must be like 25. There must be like 25 Bangladeshi motorcycle guys waiting around for their McDonald's order. I mean, literally, they're filling the store, just waiting for the next order.
Yeah, no, like it's something like McDonald's makes 60% of Uber Eats' business in the UK. And we've managed to get that as well, so that should, you'll assume that some of the customers will be using Uber Eats or start, eating their market share on McDonald's. Everyone's very, very happy. McDonald's must be big enough to actually run a thing themselves.
Can I get your attention, please? Thank you very much. Thank you, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, can we have a little laugh? Thank you, Vincent. Over to you.
Bolt and these other competitions that have come into the fold.
But it's great to see the number of people who are in the room this evening, given the panacea we have about coronavirus. You would expect everybody to be wearing hospital surgical masks. But given the amount of rain we've had the last couple of weeks, I think it'd be more appropriate if we were all wearing skin diving masks instead. Right? Anyway, about us. Think about this. How many of you have been at a opportunity to buy something, you just didn't have all the cash you needed at that moment. Right? What are we doing? Split pay, we're adopting old practices, revitalized in Australia, which is basically the concept of buy now, pay later, almost the old layaway plan. The only difference is, in the old days, the merchant would lay away the merchandise until you paid for it fully. Now we flip that around. You get the merchandise, and what you lay away is the payments. You know? Buy now, pay later. A lot of people today want their products now, and they want them right away, and they want them to get in a very easy, simple fashion. Leveraging technology, everybody uses a mobile phone. Younger generations who are developing an application that basically puts us between the merchant and the consumer. Why are consumers using buy now, pay later for their purchases? Easier way of smoothing out your payments. You know that there's 3-4 payments you have to make. You know when they come, you know how much you have to pay. If you get the merchandise. Application, no credit scoring required. Why is the United Kingdom an important market? I think the numbers tell the story. Nearly $20 billion Australian dollar earnings were spent in e-commerce in the UK. Third largest market in the world. It's growing fastest at 14.5%. 87% of the UK population using the internet. Current payment methods are 40% through PayPal, 27% through credit cards, 17% through debit cards, and the remainder of big black hole. Fees for interchange, so what financial institutions can charge each other for the transfer of payments is 30 basis points or 0.3% for credit cards and 20 basis points for debit cards. And that's been set by the UK government. And as an example, Amazon reported that it makes about 13-14 billion pounds of sales in the United Kingdom. Although not as dominant as it is in the United States, it's quite dominant still here. Right? There are still a number of pure play internet retailers as well, like Boohoo, like Ocado, and now even Marks and Spencer's have started down that road. When you walk into a Marks and Spencer shop, the first thing they offer you the till is, would you like to go upstairs and open up a Marks and Spencer credit card? We'll give you a further 20% discount. What is our product? It's very simple. Free go payments by the consumer. First payment is at the till or when they place the order. Other two payments are 30 days in intervals. Very straightforward. It is interest-free to the customer. It has with a low price starting point because we want to build up the experience with the consumer. So we, at the beginning, we start with £250, and then we work our way up as our experience with that individual consumer grows. So we only have one product versus everybody else. It's quite simple, quite transparent, straightforward. What does that mean to the merchant? They pay 3 to 4% plus 23 transaction fee. That's our margin. So our goal is to convince merchants to use our product and to get them incented to have their clients use our product. Now, I've spoken to a few of you this evening. You say, oh, you're similar to Klarna or ClearPay, Afterpay. Yes, we are. The difference is we're pretty straightforward. There's no interest to the consumer. What you see on the tin is what you get. There's no interest paid anywhere. These are pure fees that we're charging. The other element is what we've seen across the globe is no merchant eventually ends up having only one provider of a buy now, pay later service. they end up having 2 or 3. And in some cases, you would find that, for example, if Marks and Spencer has Klarna, Waitrose will have us or ClearPay. So there's plenty of market opportunity there for us. What's our strategy? Well, we're not just in a market. We're heavily into the UK markets with the merchants. Our goal at the moment, I'm not asking anybody in here for money. Why? Because we are in the beta testing phase. Once we're ready to roll out, we will come out and do a pre-IPO. With eventual listing sometime by the end of 2020. And we have raised £1.5 million to date to develop the software that is in beta testing now. In our pre-IPO, we will look to raise approximately another £1 million, and then we will list. So what I'm here today to do is to basically introduce to all of you who SplitPay is, and what we're about, and how we function. This is an old presentation, but one of the elements that I wanted to highlight to all of you is everybody thinks for the millennials. It isn't. What statistics have shown that it's neither the millennials nor the baby boomers who really like this product. It's the generation in between. The millennials are the wrote in because they are the ones that are starting their financial careers. They want to have peace of mind on how they're paying. They're much more financially savvy than most of us were at their ages. They only have one card in their wallet. They don't like carrying cards. They like using the phone. But over time, it's that middle bracket that are the real core of the market. So when everybody thinks about advertising and marketing to these people, it's really long-term what we're advertising to is that middle age bracket. What's in it for the merchant? The merchant doesn't lose out on a sale, does not lose out on a additional gross up in their sales. So where they potentially were going to sell one item, now they have the opportunity to sell 2 or 3, so they have the opportunity to sell up, and they have a more loyal customer. The other benefit to the merchant, as we have seen lately with all the high street shops closing in the smaller urban centers in the UK, is that you don't have to really have a storefront to sell. To use this. So there's a double benefit to the merchant and to the consumer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Should we go to the other end? That's good. Still probably like, how do I raise £1.5 million? Huh? How do I raise £1.5 million? You have to be on board with the new.
Just follow the presentation 2 presentations ago. The one with the advertisement. That was a good one.
Yeah.
It says like we have these guys, we have barrier to entry, we have these guys, barrier to entry, we have
No,
this.
that whole business is built on sales. That whole thing, right? The whole thing is they know people in ad companies and they can get into sales.
Yeah.
The technology, like,
It was just good. It's all about the words. It's just how you put it.
No, that's a presentation. Like the structure of that business is all sales based. The actual technology of doing that, you can hire one data scientist and you'll probably be alright. So.
Yeah, exactly. It was so simple. It was simple, but the presentation was well put. That makes you want to invest in it.
I'm saying that this isn't simple because you need the capital, you need the social capital to sell in the advertising first. Why don't we go to the next event? We've got a bit on repeat. Is it still raining?
Thank you.
What is wrong in my world for you? Pretty funny British. I think too much like
We go to the toilet first to work.
go to the toilet, yeah.
Really
Well, no,
need to
I think what is in my worldview that prevents me from going out and raising money to get a company.
You should. You're a better speaker than those guys.
Yeah, but something in my mind thinks like it's not possible. It won't happen.
You just need to try it. You have that mindset that is like caring less. You need to care less.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I know.
Because you have the skills, you just need to care less.
You need to not
Just
care.
need to go in like, like not caring, just, preparing to fail, like doing a couple times, and then on the fifth, after the fifth time, it's gonna be like just cup of tea. Yeah.
No, but it's a bit more.
Just do it as a dare, or something like that. Something in your mind needs to like enable it, like be like, okay, somebody told me to do this, I need to do it as a dare.
A number of years ago, I literally walked into a casino and said, I'm here for the job interview,
Uh-huh.
and they gave me a job interview. I didn't actually have an interview with them, but they
Yeah.
gave me an interview. I've walked into like 3 or 4 places and just said, I'm here for the job interview today.
You have all the experience from the hackathons doing presentation, you just
But no,
just throw them in there.
something in my worldview says like, I can't
I mean, you're almost overqualified to do it.
feel like that. I feel like there are people who are far bigger noobs doing this.
You're built to do it.
I need to write less code. The less code I write, the better we do in hackathons. I think that's a good input as well.
Yeah. You're a better presenter than
coder.
Yeah. I mean, you're a great coder. It's just like you're gonna make more ROI from being a speaker.
Yeah, no, I think I really realised that. Like my coding,
Like you can hire coders, but the speaking is.
No, I think I realised that like my coding will be on the general level of professionals will be all right, but it will never be brilliant. But like because I just don't have the attention to detail enough for it. But like my ability to make prototypes and cool little things and talk about it is good.
Improv, by the way. And million hackathons under the.
No, I think I've realised that I'm trying to do this at work, so I'm trying to give more.
Well, you're overqualified over these people. You made like 1,000 more hackathons than these people.
Yeah, but they got. But like my thing, I'm trying to do this at work now. I'm giving more presentations at work. Because I feel like the more I do this, the better I'll get there, and it's like, well, the more influence I'll get in the company. Basically my job can be less coding and more talking to people around in like presentation or not managing style. I'll do very well.
Just sign up for these kind of things. Just be like, I'm a speaker, and just fail a couple times, and that'll be great.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't go and present only the best events these days. I really can't.
No, something else.
Yeah, that would be really
Not only the best events, anything else. You could almost present stuff for other people that already made it.
No,
to
these are companies that are a few years old and have really good revenue and have some employees.
Yeah. You could be like, approach them and be like, I'm gonna do the presentation for you.
Who's pitching to
As a start off.
Ultra New?
You could be a presenter for them as a startup.
Yeah, we need to go to those like, I need 1,500K to get the thing going in the first place.
Yeah, where were they? It's Alpha Investment or whatever it's called.
Seed investment, yeah.
Yeah, like, who's doing 50K to some random hot shop off
No, but yeah, that's the thing that like, it's like private I ran an article that there was like some Guardian fund for new media stuff, essentially.
It's almost like a hackathon, but for high rollers.
Well, no, this is these are people that have got a business that are a year or two old and have raised money already and have people.
Where are we going next?
Cosplay.
Chancery Lane.
Chancery Lane, like Panther House. Yeah? Alright.
The event because I'm going to have to go change it back in time.
Colin.
Excellent. Where are the toilets?
Just go out near the elevator.
Right there, yeah? Thank you.
On descend.
Going down.
7 left.
Please mind the doors. Doors closing. Going down.
Who's going to St. Ives?
Maybe you could sell TVs on the lift doors so they could have something.
Corona. Is he getting waved out? Is this like a...
Well, you need a ticket to go out.
It's kind of easing off. Yeah, my leg, lightweight. Okay, so it's frame store transfer lane. You can walk. Yeah. Okay, let's
Yeah, that'd be a good suit actually.
Right.
They cost about £1,000.
Let's go.
I just bought one.
It's a me,
All
Mario.
that weight is.
Pazzi. Taka. Well, that was a good experience. A bit of a touch base. La 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 la. Their canopy game was on point.
They ordered about 3 times the amount of canapes than the amount of people that actually turned up there. In fact, they ordered about 3 times the amount of canapes than the amount of people they could even fit in the room.
They stuffed those people. They could not. They couldn't even fit.
You could see there was just a constant conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt. You're being fed until you pass the fuck out.
You will be fed 30 canapes.
Fed and drunk until you pass the fuck out or invest. One of the two.
Go on, give me more canapes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that company might not be. I mean, their thing was to basically, you know, they were selling investment opportunities to companies looking to invest their money in other things.
Yeah.
It's a corporate broker in the television.
I mean, probably compared to what they get, it's a deal.
Yeah,
you just need to invest a couple of £100 into canopies and get millions of pounds out.
Yeah, if they get a couple of $100 extra in investment, it's worth it on their commission for it. Yeah, I mean, it was the thing with that. It was a bit like, well, what are we doing differently than Klarna? Well, yeah, we
nothing, but invest.
We don't do that. I mean, he was basically saying, well, he was kind of like, the thing he was trying to say was that there's enough space in the market for a few companies to do it. But interestingly, was that someone presented an idea at they wanted to charge payment companies for the privilege of being on our app, so they could promote their own payment method. Like, you know, like, why can't we just like charge Visa or like Google Pay like £1 million a year to be the preferred payment method on our app? That was the.
I like how they're like, oh, our commission is like £2.5, which is like £3 million. Hello.
No, but their thing is like, well, can you actually run a business on like just non? But they were essentially saying, look, we're trying to run a business on like credit card company level commissions, which only work when you're doing like trillions of transactions on it a year, right? So again, someone gave them
YOLO.
Someone gave them £1.5 million to build something which.
Yeah.
You know, well, it's to build another one, like, and I would say on that purpose, it's like you've got to compete with Klarna. Klarna seem to have raised a hell of a lot more money than that. So you've got to think, well, how do I beat those people?
It's just statistics, you know. They just need a couple. They just need a couple investors that don't know shit about shit. Not maybe investing in 20 things, expecting them to fail anyway, and they're like, still give them money.
It's a model that kind of works. They're just reinventing the credit card. It's all they're doing, right? They're reinventing either buying things on tick or on credit or whatever. It's not. They just need to find investors that are willing to throw enough money at them that they can kind of.
It's probably a numbers game, you know. You pitched 100 times, sooner or later you're gonna get some money.
Although we did also show us a 2-year-old presentation there. So
yeah, I don't think you need like an Einstein idea. It's just like you present it long enough, there is some idiot that's gonna be like, oh yeah, spread my bets.
I mean, like, there's the thing is, if you were like, you would say, all right, I'll put £5 grand in there, £5 grand in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and just like whatever, like one of them comes.
Yeah, there you go.
And this is what we're missing. We're missing this, like, why aren't we one of these other companies where just, you know, 100 other random companies stick 10 grand into us?
Yeah. There you go.
That's £1 million investment.
Yeah. It's
we
great.
just need to be one of their like 1 in 30 it works bets.
Yeah, just scrape the barrel. There is, you know, there's probably a lot of stuff that is like.
Again, with that VR dude, I guess his thing was like he got some good deals, but the margin probably isn't that good because you have to.
Yeah, you just gotta be in the game. You don't have to be the best, just be in the game.
Did you think with the person who was doing the VR arcade stuff, right?
Yeah.
The thing is with that is that in all those installations you actually have to hire people. The thing he didn't mention was you have to hire people to run the exhibit. And he didn't say who's paying for that person. Is it the and who is paying for the person and training them up, right? Is that your employee who's running the VR booth?
Yeah, but see, these are questions that you are putting yourself, but probably not 100% of people are giving those questions.
No, but I thought that would have been interesting because it's like, you know, if you're getting the actual arcades and the tourist attractions and training up their employees to run it, very good, right? If you have to pay your own employees, not.
Yeah, I don't think 100% of people are, you know, having those questions in their mind.
I think it's the latter part of it because I went to in the Butlins thing. They had something very similar to what he had there, like VR arcade machines and their employees just trained.
Yeah. As long as you deliver like highlights that sound good, you know, some people are gonna go for it.
Yeah, well, I think again, their thing is just like saying they've got some semi-established business there, right? Go in a few years, they're just saying this is what we're doing. We can invest more in us. So, yeah, right. The thing we're missing is that how do you get from 0 to 100k in terms of investment, right? That's the. Because I know no one with £1 million who's willing to, you know, no one with £1 million of investable money, right? Maybe I do.
Just raise it from idiots.
You're saying there's a level of complexity that I don't understand in this.
Yeah.
And you're giving me a very low-grade answer to it. Right? Like, what is the process that I do to go and get 100k off investors to do it? Right. That's the bit that's completely blank in my mind now. Which if I took a step
I think
back,
it's just statistics. Just, you know, you always have that percentage.
That's not enough. I mean, it's like, is my answer I just need to like go and write a good pitch deck and find every single startup investment pitching thing I can find every like startup investment fund, find everything, and then ring them all up and pitch it, and then it'll be like, you know what? There's no idea about it. And I've just realised it's just like you have to think like a rich dude to be able to get this, and I can't think like a rich dude.
Think like a rich dude. You're a millionaire in Russia.
Think like a rich dude. I have got like with one of my friends I'm helping him build an app at the moment. It's like a medical diary. So like basically like if your child gets sick, it's like a diary to write down like how they've been every day and like a diary for like how they've been every day and then like what you've done to like help them out. And it's just like a thing you can present to the doctor. If you take us to the doctor or hospital and be like, this is the medical history of my child over the last week. So we're trying to get, my friend is saying he works with a doctor. He's going to try and get some of his like bosses to
What I came out of that presentation, if you make an app that makes people want to share their location, that's a valuable thing. So if you make like an app, make friends in your neighborhood or some bullshit like that.
Well, that's not like Pokemon.
Which is like, the whole point is like sharing your location to begin with.
Like Pokemon Go.
Yeah, something like that.
If
you make an app like focused on like, oh, you need to share your thing to make it work, then you're valuable.
Well, maybe we can, only the bestevents.com, best events near you.
Yeah, something like, or like meet people near you with the same interests or some bullshit like that. Like something that has the underlying need to share your location to make it work.
Well, no, I think that, I mean, he was saying like once fewer people are sharing their location, but you can still get people's location out of things like IP addresses, right?
Yeah, but if you have the proper one where people click yes, then you have like the most value out of it. Right, so if you just build an app with the idea of sharing your location to begin with, you can have a valuable app.
Yeah, well, I mean, Pokemon Go has done that, right? You need to make the next location-based game.
Yeah, some bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you work it backwards, right? You start with the idea, okay, what people want to share the location for, and you build the thing out of there.
How many noobs per square mile are there?
Uh-huh.
Find the nearest noob.com.
Yeah, just find people nearby that share your hobbies or some bullshit like that.
I would think it would always be such a...
It's like, oh, the vegans in the area. Oh yeah, let's make friends with the vegans because they're like a religion.
Yeah.
All right,
But
yeah.
yeah, but that's like on the practical thing. Like Meetup has tried to do that for like 10 or 12 years, right?
Uh-huh.
The problem with Meetup is people who've got friends already, people who've got decent social lives already.
Yeah,
Broadly,
just be more specific. Make an app with a logo about a topic. And they want to, you know, share the
Be more
location.
specific, and you say the most.
Yeah, the vegan app. The vegan app. Share your location. Find vegan friends around you in the kilometer area. There you go, and done. You know.
But that's basically what, like, yeah, but that's essentially what, like, you know, Tinder is. Like Tinder has this like, friendship
Tinder
mode on it, right? Which is.
But you can do it about anything. It doesn't have to be dating.
Yeah, okay,
As long as you're willing to share your location to make it work, you're already winning. Just like, you know, you download it, you click yes, share location. Because that's the way to make it work. That's it, you're done.
Not convinced, man.
Not convinced.
Well, I'm convinced by, like, you know, sharing your location is good, but I'm not convinced that your route to doing it is is a way. Because it's like the whole thing with Meetup is like, Meetup is this double-edged sword. It is very good for like, you know, like tech presentation. We'll give a talk and have some pizza afterwards. Right?
Yeah.
It's good if you're new, if you're either visiting the city or you're new to it and you've got no social circle at all, right?
Well,
You're
something like I don't know, like an app that recommends things that are close to your interests. So I'm interested in figurines or Magic the Gathering, and you're gonna show me the close by Magic the Gathering players or some bullshit. So okay, I'm gonna share my location to find the players or something like that. And that's it.
But like, you need to essentially find like the idea with. I mean, to be honest, I've actually got one of my friends is working on something very, very similar to this. The chap I met up in the end, I was talking with him, and he's like trying to make like an event recommendation app, right? That does kind of. He was talking very, very enthusiastically. I was like, I'm not sure if I can become your developer for this. The basic idea was like, the way of like recommending events to people, or even social circles, is a bit shit. Like Eventbrite is really bad at searching, right? And he contacted me because he saw my early development website and thought, oh, he's doing something very similar. But the idea there is like, how do you figure out what kind of events would be useful for you to see, and what ones would be appropriate if you came along?
Well, when you install it, make them go through a build-up stuff that makes you choose what you're interested in. What's your interest? Oh, okay, it's.
But like this is that's not. So I was just going on an ramble about how
Yeah.
we designed the app. The basic idea was like, you join the app and you give a few tags for things that you're interested in.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of like, if you run a community that runs certain events, you can run events that are for the hardcore people, for the medium people, and then like suitable for noobs, right? And then he was kind of like saying, like, if you're real hardcore interested in this, you'll get into the inner circle events on these other hardcore interest events in your, you know, interested category, right? You know, so if I'm really interested in baking, and I'm like really hardcore interested in baking, I get invited along to these hardcore baking events. But I might also have a bit of an interest in like sewing or dancing, so I can get involved. But because I'm not really hardcore into that, it's just like I can go along to the like noob dancing events. But the idea was to have a platform where like you take all this off of like, because what you end up is with all the noob stuff ends up on Meetup, and then all the hardcore stuff ends up in private WhatsApp groups. Yeah, and there's a very difficult way of like graduating from noob to hardcore in terms of events.
Private WhatsApp groups are not effective because it's just like texting. You need something to control it, right?
Yeah, but I think it wasn't. But the point was like you should be able to graduate from noob to hardcore in terms of events in certain interest categories. But,
just a specialized app.
Yeah, but the whole idea was about finding like events that are useful for you, and there's like a sliding scale of the communities that you can be part of, like based on your interests and how active a participant you are. So it was like a way of like building and maintaining communities from noob to hardcore at scale across lots of different like. So the idea would be like, so I think like his thing was like he was quite into this kind of Spanish dancing or Brazilian dancing thing, and he wanted to say, and he was like, if I go to another city, I can maybe find, because my interest is in this particular type of foro dancing. Is it Brazilian, Portuguese, something like that dancing? He was like, I would probably get on fairly well with people if I meet people in that particular interest group in another city somewhere. And so it's like, if I can meet some people there, oh, I have a lot more in common, I'll get on with them. So it's like, if I go to another city, I can find that group.
Yeah, exactly. If I go to another city and I find somebody that plays Magic the Gathering and can link up with them the same day, right?
Yeah. And
I'll
so,
make a friend.
And the basic idea is like, alright, can I, if I want to go to Toronto, I can find the MTG people in Toronto, I'll have more in common with them.
There you go. Yeah, you can make friends the same day.
Yeah. But and the idea is, rather than just going to a random new in city something meetup, you might as well just find the group of people that is like has more in common with you, and you can share stuff with them. Your groups can communicate with each other. Because I think the whole thing is like Facebook pages, while they're very simple to run, they're not really very good at maintaining communities, right? The previous thing of like actually having a forum or something like that was a lot better, in a way. It's not as easy to use on your phone, but a forum is far better because you can store long conversations on it.
Right.
Which for like things like groups where you need to organize things works very, very well.
Yeah, but it's like, if you're interested in Magic the Gathering, you're probably gonna search Magic the Gathering first on the App Store instead of going to Meetup and then searching Magic the Gathering.
But if you wanted to go to...
You're just doing specific apps for specific groups, that's all you do.
Yeah.
They just do a bunch of them and then...
Yeah, but the basic idea was like a way of like saying, I've got some interest groups that probably might not even be big enough and warrant having an app. However, we've got like a generalized, interest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Which is,
you can compete with Meetup.
Well, I think his thing was like, and what you're trying to say is that Meetup is kind of not great, right? It does a number of things
because the
well.
first thing they do is they're gonna type the keyword in the App Store before they type it in the Meetup.
No, but the thing with Meetup is that it's like, it's good because it's got a lot of coverage. But the quality of the Meetup and the quality of the community is not great.
Yeah, it's not specific to the subject.
Oh no, it can.
It can be, yeah.
It can be, but you sometimes think that the quality of the meetup and the community is very, like, there's no real way of knowing it in meetup. It's like there's something there, they might be alright if you turn up, two people might turn up, or they might be completely weird. Right? There's no way of like hooking into like what you call like fairly normal social communities. In meetup it's a bit of a shit show as to whether you find a group of normal people or you find a group of very weird people in there. You kind of get it, there's... It's like, I think basically unless you go to just like tech presentation meetup is like a lot of the like Friday night social ones are full of pretty odd people, right? Well, obviously because it's like it's a social group that's open to them when they might not fit into other places, but meetup tends to pre-select for, you get more people like that in there than you would do otherwise. You just kind of want to normalise the balance.
More presentations. I think just start off by presenting something that somebody else made and just start off like that and then grow up into doing something of your own.
Yeah. Well, no, I think so. The point now is like I did this only the best events to prove I could write the software and do it myself. And actually, I'm doing a presentation at work next week.
Nice.
I'm reading a poem out loud.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm reading the poem.
Okay. Just life cycle again. Just rinse and repeat. You're the best.
But no, I was like, I want to do
hashtag winning.
I want to do some more speaking, so I sent an email around that's like, we'll have a regular speaking club for speaking and stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
And I was like, I'll do that and I'll read out a poem.
Just frankly speaking, just do the presentations about money stuff.
Life cycle.
You're gonna hit it eventually. You're better than most.
You just gotta do that life cycle.
Yeah. Just cycle it until you hit. You don't need to hit it once.
Yeah. Life cycle.
Yes, cycle it.
team life cycle.
Yeah.
Every hackathon.
Like, don't be a perfectionist about the thing. Just do it enough times so you'll hit it eventually.
Yeah, no, I have got 2 app things in the pipeline now. So I have this one, and then with some other friends, we've got this. Well, we're in this competition that if we get through, we'll get 50 grand out of it. So
there we go.
I think we have to beat 8 other teams. Like we're in this like semi-final, so if we get final round now. So basically, if we outpitch there's 8 other teams in it, if we can do a better presentation at the end, we'll get 50 grand.
Nice. That's a good kickstart.
Good. And that's good, like an educational app, but like helping people like record their skills. Yeah, there's 50 grand in it. So.
But yeah, no, there are a couple like.
Yeah, I think just do it over and over. Like your strength to presenting it. Just you do it 10 times on project instead of going like deep into one. Just present a 10.
10 ideas.
Yeah.
All of them will be called life cycle.
Yeah, you got that British way, you know. You can appeal to the Brits. And be like, yeah, fucking, what was that? The fucking show on TV? Fucking West Enders, whatever. You know, link up straight away.
The thing is, I thought that the very odd thing though is that when you come to the city, right? The amount of actual British people who you find all this stuff is quite small. So the amount, like, effectively, most of your audience come from this like international wealthy family, investment bank, business school crowd. They wouldn't even watch that kind of TV. They're like, well, you know, I spend my winters in Miami and then New York, and then I got to London.
Yeah, well, you can mix it up.
They're not watching EastEnders. No, the few British people that were in there found it funny, but I was like, most of that room would be like, the fuck, man?
Well, you see, you know, it's just mix it up. Just do one joke for those guys, one joke for the other ones. Make everybody happy.
One joke for the, you know, the freebies in the Hilton Hotel aren't so good now.
Yeah, there you go. It's like, you know, most people are probably, you know, doing one-sided speech. You can do it multiple because you're advanced. You're not a noob.
Yeah. Oh, what's that with the air miles now?
That.
Stock portfolio.
How's the winter in Miami?
Summer in the Hamptons. Mornings in the desert. This company has a taxi thing, and then the Klarna one has it as well. I still think that Klarna event was like one of those like definitely premium, only the best events, right? That was it. You know, if I put like a $9.99 a month unlimited event subscription thing, you could definitely get through a year's worth of subscription on that night alone, right? Time to work on this. I'll try and put in this like subscriber part of the website so I can stop people that I don't know signing up to shitloads of stuff, right? And then yeah, if you want to sign up to shitloads of stuff and you're not in the 10 people I'll grant perpetual elite access to, then you have to pay for it. I think that's pretty fair. I thought I might even send out an email and say the first 10 people that write back to me, I'll give you like a year's worth of free premium membership or something. Just to
He's
like,
gonna be that guy that signed up for everything among them.
maybe, yeah. Well, no, I might say like you know, the first 20 people that do that, I've got a draw, and 5 people will be selected at random.
Yeah, that's better.
Hopefully not that, dude.
Well, you can always rig the result.
Yeah, I'm just more like.
Exclude those weirdos.
Yeah, I might say that. Out of the first 20 people back, I'll put in a draw and 5 people.
There you go.
That's probably the best way of writing it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like, because if that man's signing up for the 6th event today, he's only going to 1 or 2. It's just like, the point is, it's probably the whitebird, to be honest.
You gotta do some geolocation.
It's probably the whitebird.
Do geolocation.
I can actually record people's locations.
There you go.
On my app.
If it goes around the city a lot, it's the freaking old dead.
Yeah, do you want to find where the frame store is? It's nearby.
Frame store.
Yeah. Let me go here while you find it.
Yeah. Church tabernacle. What do I need to find again? That what store? A brain store. What?
Just look where the location is.
What store?
Just look at the location of the next thing. It's nearby.
What's the party name?
Look at the calendar. It'll be on there.
I don't even know. What it is. I have no idea what he told me. Bacon is bacon. Holy shit. Yo. Bacon, hey. Great to see you back. Hey, hello. Thank you for following. Didn't crash now. Crash on the ones today. Shut down, disappeared. What breaking bacon is bacon. Miami. I have returned. Welcome back. We're pissed drunk, we're full of canopies. What else can I say? Living the good life. Come on, flip it, flip that. Boom. You already know. Damn. Wasted. I don't know what you wanted me to search. I know what you wanted me to say. I know the event. It's run out. Oh yeah. I know now. Boom. Yeah, I got it now. 0.0308 chance to remain. Let's go. Created an motion design. I need to go to work. 28 Chancellor Lane, 1 minute away.
It's 28. Okay.
28 Chancellor Lane. Mission accomplished. We'll get them next time.
Anyone, not a single person. That's so fast.
Somewhere on the right, apparently. Apparently. Taka. Rob. To scazzi. 9% battery. It's okay, don't worry about it. I know it's a little bit, that's the real IRL, by the way. Hey, every day I'm shuffling. One second, I'm gonna plug it up. We have 9% battery. Emergency mode. I got a charge, I got 2 chargers. You want one? Pour it in your pocket. It's like a kilo. Got the second one. It's wrong cable. Let's go. Whoops. Thanks.
Thank you very much. And then fifth floor right side.
Scazzi. Ah, he died.
This is all about your